The Mountaineers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Arch to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Quarterback changing the play. To throw, Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They'll need a bunch on second down. Art's going to spin it again. Complete, left side, Coleman. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Across the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Finds a crease, it's Cook. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Making the adjustment on the play. In the red area, it's Smothers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Out wide right, it's Lockett. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Again, it's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Michael Hawkins under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. They're all over him. They get to him as he throws and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Hawkins. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd and long right here. Again, it's Hawkins. Look out! Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Punt is on its way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. On the left side, here's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Handoff for Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Wingo. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. On the move, it's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins finds the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This is a designed run. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Here comes the Texas offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
A give to Brown. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Brown. They knock him down right there. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
On the return. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Follows his blocks. It's Cook. Driven back.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finding space. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, It just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to...
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the left side. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes a grab and room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Long way to go on 2nd down. Arch Madness. Left side is Coleman. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Lets it fly. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like
makes the grab in their space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing, Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Michael Hawkins. Right side, it's Cook. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Bringing it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Out wide left, it's Brown. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Hand off for Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Using his legs, it's Cook. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Keeps it himself. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Hawkins. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Manning. Quick catch. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Motion from the wide receiver. second down, going to throw it. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Tries to do it himself. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Out wide right, it's Lockett. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Left side is Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Hits inside, it's Cook. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On the snap, it's Gray. Runs through the tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Using his feet. Could be an alley. At the 20. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes. Back able to make a cut. First down.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Looking for a path to the end zone, running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's third and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Manning rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here's Arch to throw. Complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll go hurry up here.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up-and-down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up.
Snags it, and there's running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And man, this is a big third down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run, they've tried the pass, hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing in the fourth quarter.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Just over a minute to play, guys. Still enough time for a finish here.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Cook. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To throw, Manning. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And that is a big one. Not content to go to overtime. They're going to try to get into position to win it here.
Great execution there on that throw by the QB and his intended target. Keeping this drive going, getting chunks of yards, trying to get themselves in position to win.
To the air, it's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Now here's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Fires downfield. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They'll run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Now third down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. Plows his way ahead. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.